Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Yesterday I told you I was going under the knife, and I didn't know whether I was going to make it back all right. Well, I'm here, I guess. I made it back all right, but I understand why. This morning as I was lying up in the bed about 5 a.m., and I'm listening to YouTube, right? And they got this guy who comes on television. He's a white guy, and he's making this his statement. And he's saying that all the Republicans got to come together and get behind their candidate for president of the United States. And as he was calling them out, you could just see just nothing but white folks, nothing but white folks. And he was saying they got to come together and do and represent whatever he represents. I don't care if he's moral, if he's unfit, whatever he is, get behind him. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, I stopped the video right there. Couldn't see it more than that. Because it sounded absolutely pathetic. It sounded just like the demon from hell. Now, this guy just talking right there sounded more like the devil than Donald Trump. And the people were following him. Just like you could imagine all the people who didn't like God would follow him. The reason I say I can understand why God brought me back here and allowed me to stay here is because this guy is trying to fight people who just don't know God, people who don't know love out of their damn mind. Now, what I heard this guy saying was nothing but destroy America. Destroy America, because if every white person or every Republican got together and got behind Donald Trump, it's not going to change America, because every Democrat would get behind every Democrat, and they would sit out there and fight like dogs, like the animals that you see in the wilderness, like with their hands and feet and scratching their eyes out. They would not gain a damn thing. So this guy is talking about nothing but destruction. Now, why couldn't he say, or why do I have to be the one to say, why don't we come together and get behind God? Why you getting behind old stinking ass Donald Trump? You know what he's about. And this guy's saying, get behind him regardless of what he is about. And where are the preachers? I want to see where the preachers are going to come from. The ones who've been talking about God all their lives. Didn't matter what color you are. You got to be righteous, or you just a sinner, straight up sinner. And it just tore me up to see that this guy was able to make this stuff on television and champion all this hate. Get behind him, regardless of what he is. You know he's a bigot. Get behind him. You know he's a racist. Get behind him. You know he's a hater. Get behind him. You know he's a liar, a cheat, a thief. Get behind him. Don't make any difference. Just get behind him. No, only person to tell you that is the devil. And if somebody said, get behind what's right, what does that mean? That means treat people like you want to be treated. That means stand up and support people who you want to be protected. And it's just not white people. It's you. And because you want to be protected, you think that everybody else should be protected as well. You think that everybody else should be protected. Not because you want to be protected. You get behind all the evil that you can and screw over other folks just so you can be protected. But I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. That's the way white folks talk. Now, when I say white folks talk, somebody say, well, you know white folks ain't going to like that. I don't care if they don't like it. The truth is the truth. If white folks didn't like it, we would have had second-class citizens dumped 100 years ago. And that's why people say, well, white people was against no. If white people didn't like the way that they have treated people of color, they would have changed it. It's been this way ever since the beginning. And it's because white folks put up with it. White folks like it. You can't exchange this idea for something else. I'm so upset right now, I'm not even getting my words right. But no, you can't do that. You can do it, but you represent exactly the opposite of what you think. And I guarantee you, if white people continue this method, there will be black people over there too, getting right behind Donald Trump doing every damn thing he says do. Getting behind the Republican Party doing every damn thing they say do. And it'll be black, white people getting behind them with Democrats too. But that is no answer. There's no solution. See, this is what I'm saying. Now, one politician Republican or Democrat, you might have some with some better ideas, but not one of them, even the Kennedy name, and 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 I hate to say it, but Mr. West, does he have a solution? I've been hearing a lot of people talking. He has some facts. He knows some facts. But the truth of the matter is, I haven't heard anybody talk about a solution. And I know the news media don't want to talk about a solution. That's why this guy that I'm telling you about right now, I don't know his name, didn't want to know his name, talking all that filth, was on TV. And it wasn't cheaply done. It cost money. But they make sure that joke gets seen. You start talking about the stuff that's righteous, the stuff that's good for everybody, and nobody's going to say a word about it. And nobody's going to complain about it. And every time they try to explain something, you're going to find somebody benefiting and the other losing. Nobody. There's nothing that the Republicans can do. Nothing they can say. I have never heard one of them say anything that could bring peace and prosperity and freedom and joy to everybody in this country. Not a white person,